Hi, welcome to Creating Simple. I'm Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing out there? I'm doing some zodiac readings for comics who are invoking change in their life. Let's get an overall read energy. I've already cleansed the space. Alright, guardian angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the pure white light. What is the overall energy for my Aries? These karmics who are invoking change in their life at this time, Spirit, who are wanting to change, wanting to do better. What is their overall energy? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, reviewing and contemplation. You have accomplished a great deal in your life and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life's purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be your real self. All right, Aries, what's going on with you? All right, Spirit. What's troubling these comics that I'm reading for my Aries? What's troubling them right now, Spirit? Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. What's troubling these comics right now, my Aries? Value, codependency. What else? Anything else? Poor leadership. All right. Bottom of the deck. Stealing. Self-destruction. Ooh, and these are some family curses. Ooh, excuse me. All right, Spirit. All right, so the card, these Aries, my Aries is that I'm reading for. These are karmics who are invoking change in their lives. People who are wanting to come away from these ways of being. Most of these things that you're dealing with are due to... Okay, when I say family curse, don't get all freaked out. For those of you who are not familiar with that term. This is like generational baggage that's been passed down throughout your lineage, okay? You have some codependency issues, knowing your value, not knowing your value. A lot of this is due to poor leadership, people you have around you. Some of y'all could be stealing and doing things that's not good for yourself, self-destruction. All right, Spirit. What's good? All right. Let's talk about codependency, Spirit. To help these karmics that wants to invoke change in their life. Let's talk about codependency. How can they come away from that? Alright, we got health. It says, I will honor my physical vessel that enshrines my soul. But that's saying your body is your holy temple, you know? And what you put in it, whether what you're reading, what you're speaking, what you're listening to, everything you put, you have to be mindful of everything that you put in here, okay? Because that manifests into your material world. So with that being said, you need to focus on more healthier thought processes. Thank you, Spirit. More healthier ways of being with yourself, okay? And change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You have to, once you decide you're ready for change, then you have to get in motion. You have to start implementing plans and whatever it is, whether it's reading materials, going to counseling, getting a mentor, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, those are things you can do to help bring about this change. You know what I'm saying? But it also is going to take discipline and determination to work on yourself. Because healing is not easy, and I'm going to tell you that now. But it's very much worth it. So if you're dealing with codependency issues, the first thing is learning, why are you codependent? Why do you feel like you can't do it on your own? See, when you learn to trust and believe in yourself, then you gain the value to know that, hey, I can do this shit. You get to lead yourself and start looking outside yourself and allowing people to steal, allowing people to steal your own value. You know, because when we don't create our lives for ourselves, others will create it for us if we allow that. And with codependency, that is what you're doing, allowing other people to dictate how you should move, when you should move. Looking outside yourself for validation, looking outside yourself for things that's already in you. Creating simple means creating from the inside out what's already beautifully packaged within you. So you have to go within yourself and recognize your own value. I suggest getting journals. Write down everything people have said to you. You know, people can say things and that helps decrease your value. Again, we had poor leadership. You know, people devaluing you by leading you in the wrong direction. Some of you could probably be listening to outside information that's not what's on the inside, and taking it in and holding it in and believing it's true about yourself. That's also a form of codependency. Codependent on other people's value of you. No, what is your value? How do you value you? You have to go in, get your journal, and write down these questions. What have people said about me that I view as true? How many of these things are actually false? And if they are true, what can be done to change them? And if they are true, do they need changing? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself those important questions and do the work on yourself. Okay? Alright. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Alright, Spirit got a message for you. Tell me more about this codependency, Spirit. What do they need to know at this time? Let go, yeah. Let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional contentments that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best interest at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Ashe. Spirit is saying these old beliefs and ideas that people have probably imprinted on you throughout life, from the time you was a child up until now, has left you codependent. I feel like this is these Aries are reading for, are people who are people pleasers, always doing for others but not putting yourself first, and that's a form of codependency. Looking outside yourself for validation. I've said that already. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said you said that already. But you get what I'm saying, you know? Hopefully you do. Alright, what else, Spirit? Yeah, be proud of yourself and who you are. It says, it's time to celebrate that all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you have achieved and be proud of. Right? Quit looking outside yourself for other people to say they proud of you. Tell yourself that. Get in that mirror and say, I'm proud of you for even wanting to change. I'm proud of you for choosing to choose you first. I'm proud of you for choosing to love me first. You know, and anything that you've accomplished in your life thus far, give yourself credit for that. You know, because ain't nobody else going to love you the way you can love you. You got to love you enough to be like, hey, I don't need you to tell me. I don't need you to tell me that. I already know that within me. And once you get there, that codependency starts to fade away, because you don't look for somebody else's approval. You don't look for that outside of yourself. You look for it within yourself. All right. Let's talk about leadership, Spirit. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Yeah. By you leading and governing over yourself, thank you. Taking the leadership and the initiative to change yourself. Spirit is saying you will be successful in doing so. But you have to be diligent in yourself, in leading yourself in the right direction. All right? I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Love yourself first. It's not selfish to fill your own cup. Because how can you give to somebody else if your cup is depleted? You can't. You ain't got nothing to give. Because you done gave it all out. Spirit said it's okay. Be in leadership of yourself. Love yourself. Fill your own cup with success of that love first. Before you go giving it to the others. And then it's some people in your life you probably need to cut off because they decreasing your value. They're probably like, you got people that's around there, gimme, 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 but when you in need, where are they? When you want something, where are they? They probably say, I ain't got it, or I ain't home, or I can't do it right now. I ain't got no room, I ain't got no space. Them the type of people you need to learn how to cut out your life. Because them people right there, they decrease your value by taking from your cup. Thank you, Spirit. All right, tell me more about leadership. Love. It's all about loving yourself. Learning to love yourself first. Put yourself first. It's not a selfish act. People tell you, oh, how you going to do this and do this and do that, but what about me? No. What about you? Give it to yourself. Like I'm going to give it to myself. And once my cup is full and I feel like I am fulfilled within and I've got the love that I need for myself, then people like that's going to fall away. Or they're going to learn, watch you. And they're going to learn and watch. They're going to watch you and learn from you. Thank you, Spirit. And they're going to be like, well, shit. That worked for her or him. Maybe I need to try some of that too by giving myself some self-love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah, see the good in you. That's what Spirit is saying. See the good in yourself. Can't go outside yourself expecting others to see the good that you can't see in yourself. You got to see it first. And a lot of people will see it and won't tell you about it because you don't know. They'll try to keep you blind to it. So you got to go within and look and see all that in you. See it all in you. All right, let's talk about value, Spirit. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my highest good. Yes, people are taking from you and depleting from you and not giving back to you or just mistreating you. These people are decreasing your value, like I was saying. And it's time to cut those people off. Cut off the well. Let them miss their water for a little bit. Put their water back in your well. Okay? Love yourself. Nurture yourself. Parent yourself. If you don't have parents in your life, parent yourself. If you never had a parent, your dream parent, what would you want them to teach you, guide you, and how would you want them to love you? Then you do that for yourself. Okay? All right, Spirit. What about this stealing? First of all, okay. Envy. I feel like whoever these Aries is I'm reading for, I was going to say living. You're probably living with some people that are stealing from you because they're envious of you. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Maybe you are envious of others and maybe have tried to steal their ways of being or whatever to make yourself appear something that you're not. Because again, it's about being your real self. Thank you, Spirit. Or vice versa. People are copying you, trying to imitate you because they're envious of what you're doing. The Spirit is saying, don't be envious of what the next person got. Because what's meant for you is meant for you, and what's not is going to fall away. And what the next person next door or beside you got, what meant for you. That's not your cup. That's not your lane. You see what I'm saying? So you have to learn to stay in your lane. Stop looking at your neighbors with that envy eye like, I didn't get that and I ain't got that. Nah. Nah, you gotta come away from that. You gotta come away from that because you gotta know your own value and know that your guides, your ancestors, God, whoever whoever you go to for communion, whatever, they guiding you. And what's meant for you is gonna be brought to you. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be given to you. And you only. And then once it's given to you, you gotta set boundaries with people around you and let them know this is for me, not you. This is for me. This is what I was blessed with. This is what I created. This is what I had to put in all the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears to get. And you can't let nobody else come up in there and get it. You can't let nobody else steal your joy. You can't let nobody else. If people envious of you, block it. Block it. Let that be. You know what I'm saying? Psh, miss me with that. That's the kind of attitude you gotta get. Psh, miss me with that. You know, because what I got ain't meant for you. And what you got ain't meant for me. Because if it was, I have it. But it ain't, right? See? Alright. Balance that shit out. Spirit said it gotta balance that shit out. It says, I bring the state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Quit judging other people's situation. You shouldn't judge nobody no way, because we all have our own purpose, our own paths that we have to walk, and our own lessons that we have to learn. That's why we're called karmics. Before we can transcend, thank you, Spirit, into that divine energy, our higher selves, we have to go through these karmic lessons. So, in order to balance yourself out, release the envy, form better, happier relationships. You know what I'm saying? And set boundaries with people that you have relationships with. And yourself. Your relationship with yourself is number one. Number one, and your creator, whoever that it may be. Whether you Buddha, whoever. Form a better relationship with that. That higher power. Okay? Alright. Yeah, set yourself free from judgment. Who are we to judge the next person beside us? Who are we? We don't have that right. Only thing you can judge is yourself and how you're moving and being and who you're choosing to be. If you're going to judge anybody, look at that person in the mirror and be truthful with yourself. And that's something it's hard for us all to do, to actually get in the mirror and look at ourselves and be honest with ourselves. Everybody holler, I'm 100, I'm 100. Ain't no faking me. But when you get in that mirror, watch how fake you gonna be. Because it's hard to deal with you. Stand in that mirror, look at yourself without critiquing yourself, without doing anything. Just look at yourself. And see how long you can sit there and look at yourself without criticizing yourself. But honestly, looking into your own soul. Do that. That is a very difficult challenge. The first time I did it, I cried like a big baby. Because I've never truly, honestly looked at myself. Now, I flirt with myself in the mirror. You know, I give myself all that love. Because in the end, I'm the one with the feet that has to walk this path that I'm on. Nobody else can walk it for me. Nobody else can create it for me. And nobody else can take it from me. And you have to get in this same alignment with yourself. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I Spirit. Alright. Alright, any more messages, Spirit? For my Aries. Caregiver. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide for others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you receive care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. You got to stop neglecting yourself. Spirit says you can give to others, but if you're giving to others and ain't got nothing to give back to yourself, then how are you complete? How are you truly giving care if you're forgetting the number one player, the star player, and that's you. You the star player. Can't let people deplete you. You can't let people decrease your value. You can't let people come in here and steal your joy, because when you're doing that, thank you, Spirit. When you give to others before you give to yourself, it's a form of self-destruction. You are destroying yourself, your spirit, your life force, your energy, your value. When you deplete yourself to the point where you give to others and never get anything in return and never take time to replenish yourself. No. 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 No needs to become your new best friend if you ain't took care of yourself today. Next time, if you know you ain't took the moment, time, effort, and energy to put in yourself, and you got everybody around you, gimme. You know what you say? No. No. Become comfortable with saying no. Make no your new best friend. Okay? Alright. Alright. What other message do you have for my Aries spirit? Inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions. If the right answer to tell someone is no. Come on. Spirit like, yes, no. Tell them no. No, I ain't got me, so I got you. No. That ain't being 100. You can't be 100 if you ain't 100 with yourself first. Come on now. What else, Spirit? 10 of abundance. It says, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You've taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. Whoever you are, you may have family members that you're giving to. You know, and Spirit is saying it's time for you to learn how to say no to them. But be proud. Don't let, because some family members will try to come against you and be like, hey, that ain't right. That ain't right. I feel like you treat me unfairly. That was a release in my spirit. All right. But, you know, they will come to you and try to and try to be like, no, I'll try to pull you back in that codependent energy. But no. Now, if they helpless and can't help themselves, then okay, cool. But, you know, you still got to take care of you. Some of y'all may be caregivers. Alright, Spirit. Let's lead in with some affirmations for my Aries. What affirmations do you have for my Aries at this time that's wanting to invoke change in their life? The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Alright, and then when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Your own universe. Come in alignment with yourself. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Alright. Come on through, Spirit. Joy is the ultimate creator. Come on, Spirit. Let's run them out here with all these affirmations. The universe has my back. You better know it. All right, what else? Let's get these folks, my Aries, some affirmations to take with them, Spirit. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless I am free. All right, come on. Some people setting themselves free today. Let's go. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings lives below the triggers. If you're being triggered, yeah, examine that. See why you're being triggered. Bottom of the deck. There's nothing sexier than an authentic truth. Come on, be true with yourself. You can't look outside yourself. You gotta go within. Be true with yourself. Look, give yourself your own mirror reflection, retrospection, reflection. Introspection, reflection. Thank you, Spirit. How is this in there? It's coming. But you know what? I love y'all. I'm going to give you one more from the divine. And then I'm going to get up out here. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plans instead of the egos. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Aries, and come back and see me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.